In the shadow of today's giants, these 8 forgotten pickup trucks remain like ghostly memories from the past. Each has its own story waiting to be told. Join us as we explore and rediscover these forgotten heroes that once dominated our streets. Number 8. Hudson Big Boy C28. In 1939, Hudson Motor Company launched the Big Boy trucks. These vehicles combined the comfort of cars with the toughness of pickup trucks. They were perfect for small business owners and farmers who needed a dependable yet stylish ride. The initial models had sleek, elongated bodies and shiny chrome grills, making them unique among the trucks of their time. By 1947, despite keeping its classic pre-war look, the Big Boy C28 had a strong steel body and a large cargo bed. This design made it perfect for both work tasks and recreational use. It came with a 262 cubic inch flathead 6-cylinder engine with 102 horsepower. It had a special 3-speed manual transmission on the steering column, making it easier to handle in tight spots, a standout feature for trucks back then. Additionally, Hudson's Autopoise independent front suspension offered a smoother ride than the traditional solid axles found in most trucks, and the rare used leaf springs for extra support. Interestingly, the 1947 Hudson Big Boy came with a huge steel truck bed that was 48 square feet, bigger than most other trucks at the time. Hudson designed this truck to be versatile and comfortable by including features like the Weathermaster heater for year-round use, a 30-hour clock for long trips, and an easy-to-use Zenith radio control by your foot while driving. If we look inside, the Big Boy's cab was built for comfort. It had adjustable seats made of durable fabric to withstand long trips. The dashboard was organized with gauges and controls that were easy to read, and a chrome-accented steering wheel added some style. However, the Hudson Big Boy was produced in the post-World War II era, a time marked by high demand for new vehicles as many consumers delayed purchases during the war. Despite material shortages that challenged car manufacturers, Hudson managed to produce a limited number of Big Boy trucks in 1946 and 1947, prioritizing quality over quantity. Number 7. Powell Sport Wagon Pickup. Next up is the Powell Sport Wagon Pickup, built between 1955 and 1957 by brothers Hayward and Channing Powell. Originally scooter makers, they saw a need for budget-friendly vehicles after World War II. They designed this practical truck using recycled parts from junkyards in South California, mainly focusing on old Plymouth cars from 1940 to 1941. The brothers carefully picked out the chassis, engines, and transmissions. Another company repaired these parts before they were put together at their factory in Compton, California. The trucks had a mix of steel bodies and fiberglass fronts to save on costs while being made efficiently. It stood out with a price under $1,100, making them much more affordable than other trucks on the market. They featured a simple design with flat panels for easier manufacturing and basic interiors that included vinyl seats and sliding windows. The Powell brothers were proud of their use of recycled materials in building these trucks, presenting them as new while offering an economical choice for buyers during America's booming years. Plus, the Powell pickup had a special tube-shaped storage space that slid out like a drawer, perfect for holding long items like fishing rods. This made it a favorite among outdoor lovers. The truck's engine was an inline-6 from older Plymouth models, rebuilt to be tough and easy to fix. Additionally, this pickup used Plymouth suspension, offering a smooth ride similar to a car, while still being tough enough for heavy loads. It was affordably priced at $1,095 and mainly sold in Southern California through local ads and word of mouth. Despite only making around 1,000 units before stopping production in 1957 due to parts shortages, owners loved its straightforward design and practicality. Number 6. Volkswagen Rabbit Pickup. The Volkswagen Rabbit Pickup, known as the VW Caddy in some places, has a fascinating history. During the 1970s fuel shortages and economic problems, Volkswagen needed a budget-friendly and gas-efficient car to regain its popularity after the Beetle started losing fame. To better compete with Japanese brands like Toyota, Nissan, and Honda, they opened a factory in Pennsylvania by taking over an unfinished Chrysler plant. This is where they began making the Rabbit Pickup, their practical answer to the fuel crisis of that time. The Rabbit Pickup, built on the VW Rabbit platform, the US version of the Golf Mark I, featured a unibody design rather than the common body-on-frame setup seen in most trucks at that time. This construction improved traction when hauling heavy loads and enhanced stability in poor weather conditions, making it an ideal choice for light utility tasks. Its compact size and 5-foot wide cargo bed can handle up to 1,100 pounds, proving surprisingly handy for everyday use. It offered 2 types of engines, a 1.6-liter diesel with 52 horsepower that came with a 5-speed manual transmission, and a larger 1.7-liter gasoline engine giving out 78 horsepower paired with a simple 4-speed manual option. Both engines were known for being dependable and fuel efficient, making the truck quite appealing to many people. However, despite its useful design and solid build quality, it didn't sell very well in the market. As a result, production was stopped shortly after it began. Over the years, the Rabbit pickup has won over many car lovers who like its unique look and practicality. It's special because it mixes a pickup's usefulness with the efficiency of a small car, making it an ahead-of-its-time vehicle. Number 5. Ford Durango. Produced from 1979 to 1982, this unique vehicle has a cool story. It was designed as a possible replacement for the Ford Ranchero, which was a popular car-truck combo that ended production in 1979. The Durango took its design cues from the two-door Ford Fairmont Futura and used the same flexible platform found on Mustangs. Interestingly, while it started with an idea by Ford, it wasn't officially one of their projects. Instead, they partnered with National Coach Products in California to bring this concept to life. Creating the Durango required major changes. Builders at National Coach Products took apart the back of a Fairmont Futura, replacing it with a fiberglass pickup bed, and adding a custom tailgate and rear window. These updates kept its original structure intact, but transformed it into a car-pickup combo. However, production was halted for 2 years due to health problems faced by Jim Stevenson, who played an important role in the project. When they resumed work in 1981, interest in car pickups had dropped off significantly, which made it hard for the Durango to attract buyers. The Durango is indeed a rare find today, with only 120 to 225 units made. It shared engine options with the Fairmont Futura. You could choose between a 2.3-liter 4-cylinder, a 3.3-liter 6-cylinder, or a more powerful but less common 4.2-liter V8 due to its higher price and fuel use. Most people went for the 6-cylinder because it offered good power while still being efficient on gas. Additionally, it had some cool features like an optional fiberglass cover for the pickup bed, air-adjustable rear shocks to handle loads better, and custom wheels. It also offered hidden storage under the bed and extra options such as a sunroof and cargo tie-downs. However, despite these advantages, it was pricier than its main rival, the Chevrolet El Camino, which probably hurt its sales. While the Durango wasn't very popular when it was first made, it's now a hit among car fans. Many of these cars have been updated with Ford Mustang parts like a 5.0-liter V8 engine because they share similar structures. Number 4. Studebaker Transtar. Built from 1956 to 1964, this truck played a big role in American automotive history, but doesn't always get the spotlight it deserves. During those years, Studebaker was having a tough time competing with bigger car makers and brought out the Transtar as their answer to staying current. In 1956, Studebaker first introduced the Transtar to replace its old M-Series trucks that had been around since World War I. The Transtar came in various models like half-ton, three-quarter-ton, and one-ton versions and offered different styles such as pickups, chassis cabs, and stake beds. This made it perfect for a variety of jobs. One notable feature was its updated cab from the C-Series trucks, which included a lightweight fiberglass grille that's also rust-resistant. It usually came with a 245 cubic inch inline-six engine that produced 101 horsepower. If you needed more power, there was an optional 259 cubic inch V8 that delivered 170 horsepower. This V8 option made it better for towing heavy loads and improved speed, a significant upgrade back then. Most models had a 3-speed manual transmission, but if you wanted something different, there was also a 4-speed version available. The truck had coil springs in the front suspension for a smoother ride while using rare leaf springs to handle heavier loads efficiently. Focusing on the interior, the Transtar was straightforward yet cozy for its time. It featured a simple dashboard with big, easy-to-read dials. The truck could hold 3 people on a bench seat and offered options like a heater, radio, and spotlight to make rides more convenient. Its large, flat windshield enhanced visibility, crucial for safety during heavy hauling tasks. In 1957, Studebaker launched the Scotsman, a simpler and cheaper version of their Transtar model to help get through tough economic times. The Scotsman used many parts from the Transtar but had fewer features and a basic grille instead of fiberglass. It was popular in rural areas due to its simple design and low cost. While it helped keep Studebaker's trucks on the market, it wasn't enough to fix bigger financial problems for the company. Number 3. 1992 GMC Sonoma GT. This rare truck was built for fans who wanted performance without breaking the bank on the pricier GMC Cyclone. It cost $16,779 and came with a powerful 195 horsepower engine, strong torque of 260 pounds-per-foot, sport-tuned Bilstein shocks, upgraded suspension systems with dual-stage leaf springs, and power brakes. The Sonoma GT served as an affordable yet impressive alternative to its sibling Cyclone, which was sold for $27,465, but still packed great features. The Sonoma GT features a sporty look with cladding inspired by the Cyclone, distinctive front and rear bumpers, and an attractive interior that includes black and red piping on door inserts and bucket seats. With just 86 units made, it stands out as the rarest truck in the Sport Machines lineup. It came in several colors like black, apple red, white, aspen blue, teal, and forest green. The 1992 GMC Sonoma GT remains popular for its blend of power, style, and exclusivity, making it highly desirable among enthusiasts. Number 2. 1955 GMC Blue Chip Pickup. This year was important for both GMC and Chevrolet trucks as they shifted to a new generation midway through the year. GMC's Blue Chip series, produced from 1955 to 1959, was sold alongside Chevrolet's Task Force trucks. Slight design tweaks made it unique. A big enhancement for this truck was the option of a V8 engine and an upgrade to a 12-volt electrical system. The basic model came with a dependable 248 cubic inch inline-six producing 125 horsepower, while the more powerful option was the Pontiac Source 287 cubic inch V8 that delivered 155 horsepower and impressive torque at 246 pounds per foot, considerable power for the 50s. It came in different options like the half-ton 100 series. You could get it as just a cab and chassis, a panel truck, or even a Suburban. The short bed version had a wheelbase of 114 inches in its second generation, while the long bed stretched to 123.2. These were sturdy vehicles. For instance, the short wheelbase half-ton pickup weighed about 3,375 pounds, and the longer 3/4-ton model was around 3,750. In the 1950s, trucks like the GMC Blue Chip were made mainly for work and not family trips. These pickups were tough and dependable, able to handle all kinds of hard jobs. Adding a V8 engine and an improved electrical system made them even stronger and more powerful, firmly establishing their place as essential work vehicles. Number 1. 1979 GMC Sierra 1500. This vintage pickup belongs to General Motors' third-generation CK trucks made between 1973 and 1991. The 79 Sierra was designed as a full-size option in Chevrolet's CK lineup. Sierra helped distinguish different trims like the fancy Sierra Classic or rugged Sierra Grand. In case you're curious, the letter K means it's got four-wheel drive, while C stands for rear-wheel drive only. Under the hood, the 1979 Sierra featured a powerful 5.7-liter V8 engine that produced around 125 horsepower at 3,600 RPM and generated 225 pounds per foot of torque at just 1,800 RPM. The engine block was built from sturdy cast iron, while its cylinder heads were made out of lightweight aluminum alloys. Running on diesel fuel with an efficient indirect fuel injection system, this truck managed to be both strong and relatively economical for its era. Buyers could choose between several wheelbase lengths, a short one measuring around 117.5 inches, all the way up to an ultra-long version reaching about 164.5 inches in length. Additionally, the front grille got redesigned for a quite slick look, making it more modern-looking. The Sierra was mainly designed for farmers and construction workers who needed a strong and dependable truck. Its boxy shape also made it popular as a personal vehicle. It stood out because it was one of the first trucks to offer a diesel engine, giving it an advantage over other brands. GMC added new features and colors like Oyster to attract more buyers, and even with its starting price set at $4,895, many people chose this model back then. Indeed, the 1979 GMC Sierra 1500 is now a prized collector's item. With just 1,430 units made, its rarity has boosted its popularity among truck fans. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel for more great content. Don't forget to like the video and share your thoughts in the comments below.